many of you have seen this before? You know, like when you go to your doctor's office and they say, just sign here. Do any of you stop and say, what am I signing for? I had done that in the past, and usually, oh, you're just giving the doctor consent to see you. And of course, I would trust them, right? But not anymore, because I don't use this system. I would have to be on my deathbed and wanted to be saved. But anyway, the point is, have them print it out, read it. This is what happened to my girlfriend a month ago. She finally decided, you know what? I'm not signing that electrical thing anymore. I want to know what it says, because it's a contract. You're putting your signature down, and the fact that they need your signature means they need you to consent. It took them a while to print this out because it was like 6 pages, and I guess nobody had ever asked them to print it before, so they didn't know how to use the system to do that. But once they got it printed out and she sat and read through it, you know what was at the end of it? You consent for your doctor to give you. So know what you're signing. And this is not legal advice, but when you're going through a contract, you know, you can't put a line through things. You can draw a line right through it and say, well, I agree to all this, but I don't agree to that. Put a line through it and sign it if you have to. Now, at the end of her appointment, she didn't sign it. She told them that, I don't consent to that. And, of course, they still want your money. They still want to collect the insurance payment, so they saw her anyway. No is the most underused word in our vocabulary. Now, I remember when I used to be a people pleaser, and it wasn't until I had read the book Boundaries. We need boundaries, people. And I started practicing saying no. So if you're someone who has a problem saying no, just start out small. A girlfriend called me up, and she invited me to one of those tea light parties, you know, when that was all the fad. And I didn't really want to go. And so I wasn't being genuine if I were to tell her, yeah, I'll come to your party. So I said, no. Now, mind you, I'd never said no to her before, and so she was taken back in shock, and I think her feelings were hurt, but your feelings aren't my responsibility. I needed to set a boundary and say no. So if you're somebody who has trouble saying no, just start practicing with little things. Be genuine to yourself. If you don't want to go somewhere, don't go there. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. Learn to exercise the power of no, and here's a great place to start. Stop consenting to things when you don't know what you're consenting to.